All right, here we are, everybody. We're going into our third fall with the 100 amp electric riding RYOBI lawnmower. And the reason that we continue to do videos on this, quite honestly, is because we continue to get hundreds of thousands of views and comments and questions about it. So many people, just like us when we first got this, are very much looking forward into doing something different like this. And it's pretty amazing to be able to help all those people to answer some of the questions that they have now that we've had it for nearly 3 years and we've done so much with it, plowing snow, cutting grass, cleaning up all these leaves. We have about an acre of land here and lots of trees and tons of leaves. We have done one big leaf pickup so far. This is our second massive one. This is just at the end of November. We have a whole huge tree lawn and front yard that is full of leaves. We usually end up with anywhere from 50 to 60 bags of leaves. Now that would mean that I would have to stop 25 to 30 times because there's 2 bags on this. So at the end of the day, we're lucky and very happy that we got a good deal on this and that we continue to use it. We love it. We think it's fantastic. Jack loves riding this thing. And I love the fact that as my son, you know, he has less vibration and none of those fumes and all that nonsense that comes with, you know, gas mowers. I know a lot of people say, hey, you know what, my gas mower, I've had it for 40 years. All I gotta do is change the oil once in a while. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But for us, we've had a lot of bad luck with mechanical types of things. A lot of braking, a lot of things happening. Since we've had this, we've had nothing, hardly any, 0 problems with it. We did, at about the 1.5 year mark, have one of the batteries go bad. It was past the year warranty. We think it was probably bad from the beginning, but we were not really able to prove that. So we found a battery for about $200. We did a whole video on that. We did a series of videos on it, and we also did a follow-up to show how it was working. So far, it seems like it's working even better than it was when we first got it, which is one of the reasons that we think the battery was kind of bad from the beginning. This is the 100 amps, so it is supposed to last 2.5 acres or 2.5 hours. It takes me nearly 2.5 hours to do the leaves when we have this many this time of year. I'll have to go through this 3 or 4 times. Again, this is the second time. We'll have to do it again in December, probably twice here in Cleveland, depending on the snow. If it ends up snowing a lot and basically they get covered with snow, then we'll just have to do it in the spring. They'll be sitting there waiting for us, especially these oak trees. A lot of these oak trees have not even fallen yet. If you look over here, this guy up here still has all of its leaves, and it's almost December 1st. So depending on how the weather goes and everything, we might have to just do it in the spring. So we'll do 2 or 3 big pickups now, 2 or 3 big pickups in the spring. Then we take the bag off, we put the mulcher blade on, and then we mulch the grass for a few months in the summer, and it works really great. We've done a lot of videos on this. Again, if you go to our yard stuff playlist, you can just scroll through and look at the ones with the mower. We also have it under our energy playlist where we talk about our solar panels and electric products and things like that. We will be doing some follow-ups on the solar panel too, because we've kind of reached a mark, so that's cool. We'll be talking about that. Anyway, let's turn this on. I want to show you guys how the battery's looking right now. All right, I had this thing plugged in for the last couple weeks, turned it on, basically just brought it to the backyard. I'm going to turn it on right now. You can see that it is all the way to the blue line. It is completely full. At this point in time, we have 59.5 hours. Now, a lot of people, I got the headlight on. I don't need that. A lot of people say to us, hey, you know what? Wow, that's not many hours for having it this long. Well, here's the thing. Because this thing is so powerful and because we use the bags, even though we have a big yard, we don't do it every week like a lot of people. We only do it like every 2 weeks. We honestly just think it's kind of a waste of energy. And we don't live in a place that's like a hoity-toity type of neighborhood where we have to make sure it's done all the time and stuff like that. So, you know, we just kind of do it less often, and it might take a little bit longer, or we might have a few more dumps, but that's it. So, you know, we only do it about every 2 weeks or so. There's our big compost. That's where we put like all of our food and all that kind of stuff like that. And then we have this big, huge compost area where we dump all the leaves. We've been doing that ever since we moved in here like 10 years ago. And in the winter, the snow just smashes it all down, and it makes for a good base, and we usually put our garden there. Last 2 years, we've had a ton of rain, so got flooded out, didn't have much of a garden. Hopefully this next year we will. We usually put zucchini, pumpkin, all that kind of stuff. It grows, fills that whole area. It's really cool. But again, these last 2 years kind of stunk. That's a big rock garden over there, and that's our fire pit. And so let's just hit this. Basically, just wanted to show you right from the beginning. There we go. So let's see where we're at here. Again, we're at 59.5. We're at the blue line. We're going to hit this. and I'll do a few updates along the way, and then we'll take a look at how it does at the end. Again, this is kind of a follow-up about what happened about 6 months ago. We did have some issues with the battery, and we wanted to do a new battery. We found a new battery. We did some videos on that. Again, I'll put links in the description. We want to say thank you to everybody who watches these videos. One of the coolest parts about having this YouTube channel and posting about this product, this amazing lawnmower that we love so much, is all the views that we've gotten from it, and all those ads that have added up and all the comments that people made. This thing at this point in time has basically paid for itself through YouTube. Isn't that amazing? So we want to say thank you to everybody who watched those videos and had questions, and we're going to continue to do updates on this mower, and we hope that it helps a lot of people. I know that we literally get questions every single day about this mower, every day for 3 years, every single day, and we're more than happy to help and try to answer all those questions. So feel free to leave a comment down below. If we don't answer your question, chances are that you just check the comments. It's probably just because we've answered it 20 or 30 times already. Like people ask about specific measurements and things. Just look at the other comments. It's probably already in there if we don't answer you. We just get tired of answering the same question over and over and over. That's all. So check them out. Let's see how this guy does. Okay, guys, I went around the house one time and I already have 2 bags of leaves. When I say we get a lot of leaves, we get a lot of leaves. Look here on the side of the house. That's crazy from that big oak. And that thing, like I said, nothing's even fallen off that thing yet, hardly. So basically what we do here is this is all going to just fill in and pile up. And like I said, the snow's going to pack it down and it'll be ready for us in the spring. We do this every year. I'm going to empty these and I'll take a total bag count here and we'll see where we're at by the time this is done. And hopefully I can beat before the sun goes down here. It does have headlights if you can't, though. The other thing is a lot of people have asked us and said, hey, how does your chute, last? Does it clog? Well, even when I used to have a big gas mower, if these leaves were wet, they would still clog it. And I learned this little trick. When I'm sitting on it, I just grab this with my right arm here, and I just kind of, wiggle it, and that tends to clear it out if that does happen. But again, that happened on my gas mower too. It doesn't happen any more or less on this one. It's just as powerful. Doesn't seem to, happen any more or less. Again, these are all pretty dry because it hasn't rained for a few days, which is why I want to try to get it done today. But if they were wet, it would definitely be clogging up there. And, like I said, just banging on that side a few times tends to help really good. Okay, this is our 5th stop. As you can see, these things are pretty dry and light. When you lift up this cover, it's just smashed up in here. Not clogging up the tube, though. They are chopping them up pretty good, too. But because these are coarse oak leaves, it really just kind of throws them up in their hole. Some of them do get chopped, though. You can see I've made 4 dumps already, so 8 bags. We're just used the first 2 lines up, so not bad at all. We'll kind of see how it goes from here. There's probably going to be a lot more to go. This is our, like I said, 5th stop, 10 bags. We're probably going to be looking at 20 to 25 stops, if not more. Okay, as you can see behind me, we have lots and lots of leaves. This is my 15th stop. So I got 30 bags of leaves so far. Let's take a look at the old monitor here. We are at 60.6, so we've gone about 1.1 hours, which is about half of the 2.5 hours it's supposed to go. And as you can see, it is sitting right on the 1/2 mark. Sounds like it's doing pretty good. Last year, when all of these leaves fell, is when I started noticing problems with the battery. Trying to pick up all these leaves does take a lot of energy, and I noticed the battery running out well before I hit the 2.5 hour mark, and it does take about 2.5 hours to get all these leaves. I've got more than half of them done, so hey, you know what? It looks like we're right back on track. We're gonna take the rest of this down here. We're gonna see where we're at, how many bags we end up doing, what kind of time frame we're at, and we're gonna see if this battery change that we did a few months back is holding up. Oh, look at that, it just changed to 60.7. It was right on the edge, I guess. So that's almost exactly half the time, perfect. So we're gonna see if this can do the trick and see if this battery can last the whole 2.5 hours. All right, guys, look at that. I mean, just packing it. Like when you lift this up and you just see that, it's like, wow. This thing's just crushing. Like I said, it's having no problem at all, tons of power. No problems with sticks, no problems with there being some wet leaves. Again, all I do is I reach over and I grab this with my right hand, give it a few shakes, just kind of shake that guy up if I, feel like it's clogging or if it gets bogged down. But that only happened to me like twice, and this is my 26th stop, which means 52 bags. Look at all these leaves here, guys. And what I do when I'm done is I kind of go around a couple more times, make sure I get everything, because, you know, the leaves are blowing around with the wind, and then by the time you do an area, it's got more leaves on it again. I mean, my neighbor just did his yesterday, and look at that. I mean, his are like totally full again already over there. So anyway, and then I rake this kind of up and make a neat little pile out of it, and, you know, kind of gets weighted down from the snow and the rain, and then we got a pretty cool compost next year. I'm going to finish this area up right here, get these last couple situated, and see what our total bags are here, and then we'll take a look at this power and hour and all that. All right, got everything raked up there. It is good. It has these lights. These little LED lights are pretty awesome, guys. You can definitely see good what you're doing there. We ended up with 58 bags. I'm sorry, 28 stops, which is 56 bags. Obviously, lots and lots and lots of bags there. At this point in time, we almost hit 2 hours. We didn't quite hit 2 hours. A little bit shy of 2 hours, so still feel like this would have lasted 2.5 hours. It does take a lot more energy, you know, picking up all these leaves and stuff, but it does a great job. You can hear that beeping. That is because I have it on and I'm not sitting on it. A lot of folks have recommended, I'm going to sit on it now to stop that. A lot of folks have recommended to, you know, disconnect that altogether. But as you can see, we have a lot of houses around here. We have a lot of kids and a lot of neighbors. And even though it is kind of rural, the last thing I would want to do is, you know, be in an area where I'm backing up and, you know, heaven forbid, hit somebody or run somebody over or something like that. So we wanted the beep. We just wanted it to be more quiet. We were very clear about that in the video, but a lot of people still suggested, oh, disconnecting it. We don't want to disconnect it. We just wanted to dampen it, which we did with the putting tape over it. So again, if you haven't seen that video, check them out. They're all in the links there. So 61.3 from 59.5. We almost hit 2 hours. Still have quite a bit of battery left. You could see that one just went away there after the halfway mark there. So pretty certain this would have lasted 2.5 hours, even with this big yard and all these leaves. Very, 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 very happy with this. Very happy with, here, I'm going to put this in forward and actually ride. You can hear that it makes virtually no noise without the blade. It's very similar to a golf cart. Essentially, that's what it is a golf cart. It's just for, you know, wheelchair batteries. We are going to be doing a video pretty soon on this guy right here. This is the Works Aero Cart. We've used it. We've had it in other videos before. We've done reviews on lots of Works products. This is one of our absolute favorite thing. It converts from a wheelbarrow to a dolly and has some really miraculous kind of things. We're going to be moving some of those big, huge stones. We're going to be showing how to do that, you know, in some videos coming up here before wintertime. Hey guys, I hope that this helped. If someone was interested in this mower or having problems with this mower, definitely check out all the videos we've done in the playlist and that. We love this thing. Jack loves driving this thing. I feel very good about the fact that it doesn't have the fumes, the vibration. I don't want it for me. I don't want it for, you know, my son, obviously. The fumes really bothered me. I mean, when you were on this thing, you just take a wrong turn, the wind hits you in the face, the fumes come back at you. That was something that I absolutely couldn't stand. One of my least favorite things about mowing the grass. Could not stand that smell and that exhaust and those kind of things. Basically going to back in here and plug in. You know, we're very convinced at this point. You can see I have a 61.4 at this point. Still got the 3 bars, still in the yellow. So pretty certain, you know, that this would have lasted a, you know, another 30 minutes or so of cutting grass or doing leaves or whatever. Very happy with the battery change. Hopefully, if you got this, you didn't get a bummer battery like we did, and you're still doing fine. Still in 3 years now, we're going to be going into our 3rd winter. This is our 3rd fall. Between the plowing, the leaves, the mowing, and everything like that, we really can't complain, you know, with that being the only issue. It would have been nice if it didn't happen, but things happen sometimes. Hopefully none of the other batteries have any issues. We're going to continue to update you guys. Again, thank you everybody who watches these videos and all of our videos. Again, the amount of views that this thing has had has enabled us to basically pay for it, which is magnificent. And I encourage other people, if you have products to review and things like that, post a video. People are very interested in watching that, seeing someone else's experience, seeing how something is done before they buy it, and you can make money on it. So why not? Jack loves doing this. He really enjoys this kind of thing. I don't know if I mentioned he's in North Carolina for Thanksgiving weekend with his sister, visiting her because they don't get to see each other, that often since she moved away for her job. So he's there. So I got stuck doing this. He'll probably come back, do it the next time. And then, we'll probably be plowing with it this winter and everything like that. So, stay tuned and everything. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you can see lots of future videos. And thanks again for watching, everybody. And like I said, if you have questions, check out the comments. Chances are we probably already answered it. But if not, hit us up and we'll be glad to answer it. Take care, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great holiday. Bye-bye.